Heading into the India versus England 5-test series, the talk is only about one specific thing, or rather two specific things: spinning decks and Bazball. Bazball has been in trend ever since May 2022 when Brendan McCullum took over, and he's had success. 18 tests, just 4 losses. One draw, that too because it rained for 2 days in Manchester. So 18 tests, 13 wins, 4 losses, 1 draw. Now, will India be able to counter Bazball? The converse to that question is, will Bazball be effective against the Indian spinners? These are the two very interesting subplots that is there. Now remember, already in the previous video I had stated that England's players have already taken verbal jousts at the Indian team. Ollie Robinson stated, play on Virat Kohli's ego. Monty Panesar said, you have to ensure that you sledge them with the words, you guys are chokers in the final. Now, Sunil Gavaskar, never to take a back foot against the pacers in these kind of situations, never to take a back step against any opponent for that matter. He's come out with the one solution against Bazball. India have their own version called Viratball. That is a very interesting debate that he's given out when asked about this Bazball phenomenon. Because he believes with Virat's record against England, especially in India, it is a great sight that all the fans will see. Viratball will be in action because he states, with Virat Kohli, he has a great conversion rate. He cited that he's got 50s and 100s almost equal. Now, with the form that he's in, we have Viratball to counter Bazball. We all have to understand that, see, Bazball is a team culture where they are playing test cricket in an aggressive fashion, they are playing test cricket in fast forward mode. But it has often been done by individuals in the past if you look at it. The Australian team, the West Indies team if you look at it, the likes of Haynes, Richards, Lloyd, they all played in an aggressive template. Greenwich if you add in that. Australia, the likes of Hayden, Ponting, Gilchrist, Martin, all of them, Simons, everybody would play in an aggressive template. For India, you had the likes of Virat Kohli, Rishabh Pant, Virendra Sehwag, all of them played cricket in fast forward cricket. Add more names to the mixture, the likes of Sanat Jayasuriya. So, Bazball might be countered by Viratball, and considering the fact that, okay, in the series that he's played in South Africa, he looked the best batter in that red ball series. At home, Virat has found his mojo, and those dark days of 2020 till 2022 November are over. ODI World Cup, he was in top form. South Africa series, he looked the best. Now, on these decks in England, can Virat Kohli show the promise of 2016? That will be very evident. Because remember, in 2016 and 17, he managed to hit a double century and he was in top form in that entire season that was there in India. But looking at Bazball, will it be effective in the series against India? Because Sunil Gavaskar has stated, England have adopted a new approach in test cricket in the last 1-2 years. It will be interesting to see if this approach works against the spinners of India. Remember, England's change in culture was brought about by the fact that you lost 0-4 in the Ashes. That was the low point. After every low point, England tends to ensure that they change their template towards batting. It happened with the white ball reset in 2015. Now in 2024, Bazball's ultimate test is coming up. Because for the main reason that you had Bazball, you somehow only managed a 2-2 draw against Australia. Yes, England were unlucky that the rain came in Manchester and it would very well have been 3-2. But remember, Australia put you on the ropes in the first 2 tests. Not by Bazball, but by real calculated cricket. Now, Bazball faces its second litmus test in the form of the Indian spinners. Can they go all out against the Indian spinners of Ravichandran Ashwin, Ravindra Jadeja, and also maybe Kuldeep Yadav / Akshar Patel? It will be difficult. Because remember, the kind of pitches that will be given for the games in Hyderabad, Vizag, Ranchi, you may say Rajkot and Dharamshala, it will be different. So, how the pitches will behave? Can India afford to give England a flat deck? Maybe not. Because if it's a flat deck, England's batters and bowlers will know what to do. But if it's a spinning deck, if it's a sandpit like the one we saw in Indore, perhaps that will be important. So, it will be interesting to see this approach works against the spinners of India. That will be very, very crucial. Because on these surfaces, if England's batters can get on top of India, it will not be a straightforward approach. But we are thinking that Bazball won't succeed because of the razor's edge philosophy. If it works, it's spectacular. If it fails, it is spectacular. That's how extreme it is. So, one hopes that Virat Kohli can continue his great run with the bat, looking at how it has been the last 6-7 months. Great form in the IPL, great form in the World Cup, great form in the South Africa tour as well. He looked the best batter there. So, let's just hope that Bazball can be neutralized by Viratball. I would have given it some other creative name for it, but let us go with Gavaskar's name of Viratball at this point. Who do you think will succeed, Bazball or Viratball? You can write to us in the comments below. Thank you so much, folks, for joining us for this live. We'll be back with more updates on Sports Today. Tap that bell icon so you know when we go live. And don't forget, we're on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram as well. Bye-bye.